Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online. In today's video, of course, I'm doing a little bit of exploration because we have the new exploration window. The probe scanner window changes to the directional scanner as well. I'm trying to get used to all of the new buttons to push, the new regular stuff to do, or the new routine to build basically when you're exploring. And here is my first good combat site that I find, is Sash's Command Relay. So let's see if I can actually get lucky with the loot here. It's been a long time since I actually have had any good faction drops when it comes to the combat sites here in Sash's Space. So I definitely want to start with this site. Let's see if I can do it quickly and efficiently. The good news is I'm first here, so we can definitely give it a try. Let's break out the guards, start targeting all of this Sash scum, and open fire. Alright. There we go. And you as well. Next. Hit those Black Ops agents, please. Thank you. You, number 3, I think this one is alright to do. Come on, get a bit of tracking on those bastards. Miss, miss, miss. That's a lot of missing. Finally, that guy's down. That guy as well. Alright, that's a little bit better. Like that, and then like that as well. Couple more coming in at 24. Wasted quite a bit of time on some of them. So let's take care of the sentry guns as well. And let's see if we can still hit this guy at 20. It's gonna be tough. I'm definitely gonna use two guards for that. Alright, let's hit this guy as well. Yes, managed to do it. Good job, guys. Very nice. We'll actually might want to use full flight on this one. Go like this. As everything blows up in the background. 3 more. 17. Yeah, it's having a little bit of trouble. Let's see if we can still track this guy at 17. Probably not. Nope. Not working out. Alright. Wasted a little bit too much time on one of them. Let's get rid of you first. Start firing at him. And see if he has any loot for me. Usually not a lot drops from the first squad leader. He is down, and we want that loot. Alright. Acceleration gate. Take it. I think it'll be alright to cut the micro warp drive. And room number 2. Let's see if we can do this a bit more efficiently, because 3 minutes is actually a long time for this first room. Off we go. Eat my trusted Ishtar. Guards at the ready. Out of warp. Dropping, focusing on all of these small guys first. Something is targeted, press F, then just start cycling through everyone. 30-35 kilometers, those should be better hits. Come on guys, kill them. And they are, good to see. Okay, very nice. You're next. You're next. See if we can grab a couple more. Take you out. Go after you. And you as well. Alright. Just one more. Good choice. Sentry drone. going after that guy. Final Black Ops veteran. Oh my god, this is pretty smooth. Very nice. Couple hits on this, couple hits on this, couple hits on this. Look at that, Black Ops Commander still at 20 kilometers and we're already taking on the final batteries and sentry guns. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I do like to clean this side up personally. So just keep going. Maybe I could have tried hitting him. Let's see if 14 kilometers, unfortunately there won't be enough tracking, so we're just gonna put everyone on there. Press return to drone bay. Break out the small stuff. Engage. And approach him. Do a little bit of repping for the shields, not that it's that needed. There we go. And once he goes through the shields, he's all mine. Let's see what the drop is. Come on. Give me something good. 6.3 million. Not great, but not that bad either. At least it's a couple of faction pieces, especially the A-type small remote armor rep is going to give me at least a little bit of money. So let's move on to another system. We'll try Shastal next and see if we can do a bit more scanning with the new probe scanning window. So one thing that I've noticed here on the new D-scan is what I really like is first of all this button here, show the solar system map. Definitely nice that you don't always have to go F9 on the keyboard, and here you can show the cone or not show the cone. I do like this if like right now you're focusing on high-tech exploration, you're not too bothered with what's happening on this scan, then you can probably afford to run like this. It's gonna be a bit easier to see all of the signatures, but of course if you're in dangerous space, wormhole space, then you'll probably wanna do your exploration with the cone on as well, so that you have a little bit more of an idea of what's happening around you when you do press the scan like that. But I like this functionality so far, and let's say that's no signatures or anomalies. That's not a lot. Let's move on to Enum then and see if there's anything to grab here, so that we can actually do a little bit of scanning. So yeah, as I've said, I really like this shortcut here to the solar system map. That is going to make my life a hell of a lot easier, and being able to disable the directional scanner from the solar system map is very handy as well. One thing that I've noticed doing just a little bit of exploration so far is you do get a lot of audio feedback from what's happening, so that may require a little bit of getting used to. But here we go, entering a new system, one signature to scan. So how I would go is launch my probes, open up the solar system map, press on pinpoint just so that we get a regular circumference, which puts it right in the middle at 4 AU. Then I move, we actually need to be a little bit bigger. Very handy, press Alt and use your mouse wheel. Extremely handy shortcut. And so we're gonna go a little bit bigger to see what BCS is. And then one thing that I'll definitely need to get used to is double click to switch your vantage point from horizontal to vertical. Is also probably going to save you a lot of time. So here we go, first scan done. Let's see if we need to be a bit higher. Yes, we do. Then press Alt, mouse wheel, and then you can press Analyze again. Let's see what the next result is. For BCS. Alright, pretty tricky to grab it. We're at a good height, but we need to move ourselves a bit more towards the center of the system. Again, Alt with the mouse wheel. Much better than having to use or click somewhere here on this little bar to reduce the size of the probes. It's a combat site. Alright, very interesting. So double click is one thing that I'll need to get used to. A bit lower, then right over here. Alt, reduce size. Maybe we can try 2 at once, because I think we're pretty close and we are at 35%. So if we're a little bit lucky, we can grab it right now. Yeah, Sansha occupied mining colony. Very nice. 4 out of 10. Let's get over there. So then we would of course recall our probes, close the solar system map, and we are good to go. Either move on to a next system or of course start running the sites that we have just discovered. And let's see if there's anything good from this mining colony. Get the mobile tractor unit at the ready as well. But this is pretty lucky. Nail was my my 5th system. First good site that I find. 2 systems later, the very next scan is actually a 4 out of 10. Now, there could still be someone in there, but with only 2 in local, it's looking pretty good. So let's hope that the changes to the probe scanners and all of those windows is actually the start for me to be a bit more lucky when it comes to my exploration, because I do feel like lately I've not been all that lucky when it comes to exploration. So here we go. Little Ishtar against lots of enemies. Drop. First priority, get rid of the frigates. So let's see if we can do that. Engage you. Engage this guy. Okay. Good. First one is down, so we can cycle through. Grab more frigates. Excellent. Everything is going down. Let's see if we can put some drones on all of these guys. Next. You. This is pretty good. As long as they're at like 30 kilometers, they're pretty easy to track and hit so far. So that's a very nice start. I do take quite a bit of damage, so we need to do a little bit of shield wrapping. Take this guy out as well. There we go. And all that's left after this one enslaver that is still avoiding me really nicely. There we go, are the cruisers. Let's get to work on those. They do a little bit of damage, but you know, with a large shield rep, it's pretty easy to keep up with that. So you're next at 20. Okay, luckily they are cruisers, of course, a lot easier to track. So blow that guy up. All right, they're choosing that phantasm. Let's see if it's the right choice for them. 3 hits. Come on. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we can get this guy at 17. Just add a little bit more wrapping again. You just don't want to keep this on. Don't waste all your cap, because in the second room, if you're a bit unlucky with your shots on the loot pinata, it can take a bit more time. Let's see if we can still handle this guy at 15. That's actually approaching pretty quickly. There he is. 13, still got him. Good. Well done, little guards. Very nice work. And blap, just have torture next, and then the execrator. Execrator, yeah, kind of weird name, but alright. Staying at a good distance for my drones. Structure. Blap, and you are next. 1 rep. 2 reps should be good. Ah, so close. And he's down. Okay, acceleration gate, approach, full speed. I think that was a pretty decent result here for this first room. I thought the speed was not that bad. "20 kilometers. I think we can cut the micro drive now. Have my cap, but it does come back decently quickly. So I think we'll be alright. Mobile tractor unit at the ready, guards at the ready. And let's see if we can do this. So start looking for Trusansha. Where the hell are you? Trusansha, top 1. That doesn't happen very often. We're landing, so we're targeting. Guards out, mobile tractor unit out. Engage targets and hope for some good hits. That's basically the name of the game here. 5 hits, not bad. 5 hits, not bad. Alright, in armor. Full hits again, half armor. Okay, still pretty good. One tip, target something like a cruiser next as well. You don't want your guards to accidentally one-shot a frigate in the same tick that your mobile tractor unit goes for the closest wreck. So quickly press F. Man, that was pretty fast. So we're just going to target that now. If you want to, you can also try to take on a few more of those frigates in the meantime. Not that it's really needed, but you can definitely do so. While normally now my loot is being tractor overseer wreck right there. I don't stick around for the salvaging. That is of course a little bit of a disadvantage. Man, that was actually a pretty big hit that I took here. So let's recall these guys as the loot gets back. We could potentially try, maybe not. Well, maybe we could, yeah, orbit at 500. Would that help? Let's activate our reps full force. This should be dropping. Another 5 million. Not great, but it's definitely alright. Scoop to cargo hold. Take a station. And warp within 0. And we are out. Full shields. Doing quite alright. And another 5 million from this exploration. What is it? Centum C-type energized thermal membrane. Okay, not great, but let's hope it's a start of some more exploration luck in the future. Just because this is about exploration, we are going to quickly go to Upper Devil as well and see if we can do a little bit of scanning there, and just for the scanning routine that I need to build up there. But so far for me, this looks like it's working as intended, and I do think that I'll be able to get used to the new probe scanner window, the new system map, and all of that stuff. So on to the next system. Let's take a look at that. We can of course in the meantime descan a little bit. Mobile tractor units. No, I grabbed it. Yeah, there it is. Alright, thank God it's not mine. That would not have been a good idea, because I don't think I would be able to find that back without actually probing for it again. So here we go, next system. We have 2 signatures, so move a little bit so that you can get started. Launch your probes, activate the window, and then of course set your probes at a good circumference, which this is probably not enough. So we'll go one bigger again, and we'll move a little bit between those 2 signatures and press analyze. So here you have a little bit of noise when the probes are moving or warping to their locations. There we go, that's one. Let's see here, a little bit higher. Let's start with that one. And when you hold this, you can hear there's also an audio input. Like that. And now let's put this up here. Press Alt again, maybe go 2 smaller, because that does look like something that's pretty easy to scan down. And one thing that I don't really like is when you press Analyze, you actually have a PI sound that comes through. So we need to be a bit higher. Yeah, the double click is actually really great. Alt, a little bit smaller, press Analyze. What are you? Another combat site. Alright, let's quickly take a look at that. A little bit lower. And to the right, press Analyze. As I get some bounties. And what is it? Sasha Watch. Yeah, and here is a really clear sound effect that you've got 100%. That's okay as well. So let's make this a little bit bigger. Again with Alt and the scrolling of the mouse button. We need to go quite a bit lower as well. Press Analyze. And that's a wormhole, but we'll finish it. So again, Alt with scrolling the mouse button, very handy tip that I got from a viewer as well. Double click to go horizontal, press Analyze, and while it's analyzing, that's when I prefer to try and center everything for good visual feedback, so that I waste as little time as possible. And then we're now at 86%, so we just need to move a little bit more over here. Press Alt, one smaller, and there we go. We'll be grabbing this wormhole as well. And that will be it for this video, guys. A little bit of exploration since after the March release. For me, it looks like I'll be able to get used to all of this, although it will probably take a little bit of work to get the new routine up and running. But for me so far, looks pretty good. Let's hope that my luck is back a little bit with exploration. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And then you would recover your probes, close the window, and move to your next system. There you go.